Hey everyone, this is Senor Stationery again. Lego figure here says hi. So today's little video is gonna be about my small collection of vintage Papermate pens, which I will now present. They're all ballpoints, and except for a couple of pencils. And well, I hope you enjoy this, and feel free to leave any comments, and keep threading for more discussion on these. So the first pen will be the Papermate Capri in profile. Well, it was early named Capri, and then they're called Profile later on. This is the slim one. There used to be in three sizes: the regular, which will be this one, the black barrel one, and a slimmer one, the red one, this one. In this case, I just found them on a second-hand market. They actually were brand new boxed, which I will show the packaging. This is the regular. It's plastic color with metal fittings, chrome half top part, all metal. These were made in Mexico sometime in the late 70s and during the 80s under license of the Gillette company, the parent company. As you can see, it has the dark double heart. You can see Papermate printed on the metal barrel. On the US originals, they have here in between, it should be say USA, but since these were made in Mexico, so they're pretty much the same. It's a click action pen, as you can see. It uses the popular Lubriglide or Powerpoint refill. The top part is kind of heavier, it's all metal, and inside has also brass fittings. I don't know if you can see there in the light, brass fittings, and it has a Lubriglide Powerpoint refill. This one's made in Mexico also. It has in Spanish words. It says medium point, blue ink, as you can see by the top plastic part. This is the original refill which the pen had, so I'm assuming this pen's like from around 1979, and as you may be able to see, it actually still writes. Writes pretty good actually. And here is the slimmer one. It's also very slim, kind of not as slim, almost as slim as a cross-century pen, but still very quite slim. Also full metal. It has also brass threads, same refill. This one is a fine point, so I'm gonna write with it so you can check it. I was pretty lucky to find this brand new, all stock. So let's see. So this is the fine point. This one's newer. This is a newer old stock refill, which is also it's not as soft or smooth as the regular. I think the regular point's actually more popular or easier to write with. I personally prefer fine points, but that's like my personal preference, and I feel the regulars are less dragging and work pretty better. This is the original packaging that this came with. There's actual Mexican commercial on TV dated from 1979. So as you can see, this is for the fine one. It says Capri Fina. Back then it cost 31.95 pesos. Polygrapho, ballpoint, unconditional guaranteed quality, and over here it's also said made in Mexico under license of the Gillette company. This is for the fine one, which is an orange and gold color on the packaging. The regular one came with a more brownish or copperish and golden thread. This is the Capri Classica, or as in the regular, the classic one. Same, made in Mexico under license of the Gillette company. The next pen I'm going to present is the Papermate Malibu. This is a really vintage one, also from like around 70s or 1980s. This one is also manufactured in Mexico under license, but it was also produced in USA in several colors. Mine, I happened to find it on a second-hand shop. This is a brown color. I don't know if you can notice. Brown, dark brown, or chocolate brown. So this one is the same. It's a click action. This is an all plastic barrel, metal fittings, the clicker, the clip, over here the ring, and the end tip. So it's pretty much the same. It's very lightweight, much lightweight than the Capri profile ones that I just showed you. So this is pretty budget and lightweight. The next ones will be from the 1990s. These are the Papermate Dynagrip. These are made in Japan, as you can notice. It says here printed Papermate and Japan. Has the double hearts on the clip on the midsection. Later models will have them here on the bottom. Has a rubberized clicker like a accordion like. This reminds a lot of the Lamy Safari. Has also rubberized air with some air grip, which is pretty comfortable, and a metal tip. The inside is plastic. Most of the barrel, basically just the end tip and the clip are metal. I installed the other alternative refill, which is the Sanford Jumbo Canister. This is very similar to the Papermate, except for that it has more plastic on the end, and it's not only the end tip. So this is the difference between the Sanford and the Papermate. The Papermate is just basically the little stick. Let me show you. Compared to this newer Sanford. The Sanford has been stopped being produced. They just produce the Papermate nowadays, which you can find on Amazon, on eBay, or on Office Depot, Office Max, at least on the US. So I'm using this refill lately, which is pretty soft. This one's made in Japan. I actually I've been using lately a lot this Dynagrip, which is pretty comfortable. I also have the same pen in burgundy, also brand new old stock, which I found on an old stationery shop. Same metal clip with 2 hearts, Papermate Japan, rubber clicker, very soft. The airtight air capsule grip, which is pretty comfortable, and metal tip. Let's make a little quick try. Papermate Dynagrip RT30, as in retractable. The clicking is very tight. It reminds me the tightness same as on a Lamy pen, actually like the Safari. So this is a pretty comfortable pen and a very solid, very well made in Japan. I also have the matching pencil, which is pretty much the same color in blue, also made in Japan, except for when you pull out the top, you see the eraser, which you can substitute when you finish it, and when you pull it out, you enter the LEDs over here inside. Also very comfortable pencil. As you can see, the sleeve gets inside, can be hidden, and same comfort as the pen, as you can see. And the last one, this is a Papermate PhD Multi. Why multi? Because, well, it has a optional of 3 different variants. It can be a pencil, it could be a pen, but also, and even more rare nowadays, it has a plastic tip. I don't know if you remember the palm devices, and you use a stylus pen. This could also be a sort of a stylus, but it's not as, it doesn't have rubber, it's just plain plastic. So this works basically with the screens like the old Palm Pilots, or if you have any organizers like those. Then you have a pen and the pencil. On top you have the eraser,